What'd you do to your hair? You look like a pimp.
It's her. Pull on that.
Oh, that's a
weed.
This is Dre. Let's go.
It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. I got a brand new tutorial for y'all today on some braids. I got a highball tape on some braids. He came in, he wanted me to get it really close, fade in the beard with the taper. Also, somebody dropped in my comments not too long ago, man, show the people with some beard some love. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing people with the beard some love. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the beard game myself. You feel what I mean? But anyway, you know the first thing we're gonna do is gonna get the first guideline together. Make that. It's really close. I don't have it completely bald here, but I'm gonna go into it. I like to leave it, give the illusion of bald, but I want to keep it where you can still see the outline of the edges. And on this side, we do the exact same thing. Create our first guideline, leave it close but not too close. We want to leave the edges where we can create the line. Now I take the one guard. You know how we do everything open to close. You take the one guard and you knock it down. He wanted to leave it kind of dark because he wants to see a transition. He wants it kind of dark. He don't want it too bald where like it's gonna start looking crazy if you make it too close. So knock it down with the one first so you can see exactly how it's gonna lay, how it's gonna look. After that, adjust your clippers, open again. Now we're going up on it. We're fading into it, right? So what you want to do is go up like halfway. Keep it dark right there, like right where the hair separates and goes into the style of the braids. You want to keep it dark like right there on those edges. And the rest is just fading, so you're just fading up to a certain point. And just remember your guideline for your second guideline. You know what I mean? So just go up high enough to like almost make another guideline, but you want to not go past that. It's just like an imaginary line at this point. It's not going to be a real line. And then after that, you take the one guard off and you have no guard on, and we go open and close again just to get rid of the first guideline that we made. Now, after that, you know how we do it. We detail until we get the fade to come out the way we want it. Take your time with it. Make sure you're detailing properly. You want to get anything that looks like it's too much bulk or it's not laying right, it's not just not blending right. You want to make sure you get that in order. So you see the fade is coming out nice now. Now you can get closer on the inside. Once you knock it down like this, you leave it. You see the edge? I'm trying to stay inside of that. So now I can get it real close. I ain't, you know, it's not an issue. You know what I mean? So, because you can see exactly what you're doing. So look at this. It's coming out nice. I already took the time to slightly fade in the beard right here also to save me some time. Now, after that, you want to make sure everything is laying. And I use a little rake method here. You know, a rake method is where it's at an angle. I'm using it open, but I'm angling the clipper like at a 45-degree angle, and I'm scraping down. Because I'm angling it that way because I'm trying to create a different look. I'm trying to turn the blade by itself into like a 1 3/4 or something by angling it that way. So when I'm doing the scrape motion, I'm actually turning it from a 1 to something wider. I'm not exactly sure of what the length is between the rake, but it's at a 45-degree angle and I'm scraping it down. You can do that with anything. You can do it with a 1, a 2, a 3, no guard, that's what I do. And on this side, we're gonna do the exact same thing we did on the other side. So just watch what I'm doing here. Now, right here, you just want to knock the hair down. And I'm using that same scraping method that I was telling you about because I kind of want to keep it dark. You don't want to just press down too flat on it. So I just use the scraping motion, and you see I'll knock the bulk off on both sides. I'm going to do that and make sure it's smooth. And then we're going to work our way to the back.
It's another K-Town beat.
And once you get to the back, it's pretty much the same method. You make a first guideline, you do your second guideline, and you just work your way out. You know, we do open and close everything. So you just work the bulk out until you get it to the point to where it's faded the way you like it, and then we'll go back to and start working on the edge up. And after you're done with the back, now we can start working on the edge up in the front. Now look at his edge up. Look what I'm pointing at. This side is higher than the other side. So we want to start on the side that's higher so we can make everything, try to line it up as even as possible without pushing it back too far, without compromising the edge up. Now I'm using the holding spray. You know the holding spray I use, frozen stiff. I'm gonna try to leave it in the description box down there where you can click on the link where to get it, because people always ask me where you get it. Now I'm not using no enhancements on this edge up, nothing. I'm not using enhancements on the edge up. I'm not using enhancements on the beard, none of that. Now watch how I do this, because a lot of people like to get under my comments and say, hey man, you using filters, man, you using enhancements, man, all this crazy stuff, man. I'm OG out here, man. Don't even play with me, Mike. You know what I mean? Don't even play with me, Mike. But anyway, back to the edge up. So you start in the middle, like I always say. You know what I'm saying? You start in the middle, work your way over. You know, on your screen, it's left to right. You know what I'm saying? But you can work right to left, however you want to do it. But I like to start on the side that's the highest. If it is a high side, that's what I like to do. Now, we could have used enhancements to try to make this better. He didn't want it. I'm glad he didn't want it. It gives me a chance to show off my other skill. Now, I know I did a trimmer review on the wall detailers. I also did a trimmer review on the gold skeleton FX. I also did a trimmer review on these trimmers. Out of those three trimmers, these are my favorite trimmers, right? I like these trimmers. I like the blade. I like the feel. Everything about this trimmer. This is my favorite trimmer. Close second is the wall detailer for those who want to know. People always ask. Now, back to the edge up. Take your time with the edge up. You want to visualize it. Take your time. Try to make, you don't have to make the line super sharp on the first initial touch, which I don't do. I just try to get the line straight. After I try to get the line straight, then I come back and I detail it. You see what I'm doing right here? I detail it. Now look, it's cool right now. I'm gonna make it even better, but it's cool right now. You see that? This is his, where his edge up is on this side. So I took away the little gap, but I kind of made it natural. Had to bring it up just a tad bit because that's what it calls for, right? So look at this now on the sides. We do it. You don't want to push them back far. You want to tap and go, tap and go. Look at his edge up. That's where it's at. I'm not gonna change nothing, man. I'm gonna just show y'all this is what it is. You tap and go. Now, like I said, I don't try to make the first line the sharpest. I know you can't see it on this side, what I'm doing right here, but I'm gonna move my arm and you'll be able to see it. I'm just detailing it now. I got the line kind of set up where I want it now. Boom, I got it crisp. You see that? Boom, it's crispy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it even more crispy after I make sure the top line is right. You see, this the edge up is one of the most important parts of the haircut, if not the most important. So that's the thing that you want to take the most time on. So I'm gonna show y'all this side. I'm gonna explain this side. I'm gonna speed it up and get to the beard. I can do the beard on this side probably. I'm not sure what I did in this video, but if the beard comes, I keep explaining. But the other side, I just speed it up because I don't want to make a long video. Super long video, super detailed. You have to come see me to get all that information. But anyway, so look, I'm staying on the line, his natural line. I'm not doing anything different. You see it right here. I try to keep it where it's supposed to be, kind of wide. So look, let me fix that a little bit. Boom. Try to get it, sharpen it. Like I said, I don't like to sharpen my very first line because if you sharpen it too much and you try to go for the kill on the first hit sometimes and you put it in the wrong place, oh boy, it's a wrap. It ain't no coming back from that. So I take my time with it. I genuinely do take my time with it. Work my corners. I'm not in a rush on the edge up, but I am into perfecting the edge up. That's why they call me Mr. Outliner, because that's what I do. So you see it, cleaning them up. I know it's just a tad bit blurry, but you can see that I'm not pushing this line up back. See that? Let me fix this camera for y'all real quick. Now you see what I'm doing here. Boom, brush the hair down on the beard. That's what you want to do. You want to brush the hair down. And after that, I take my trimmers and I trim it. I knock it down. You know, I'm shaping it, I'm molding it. I'm cutting off the wild hairs. And that's what I'm actually doing here. I'm cutting off the wild hairs. I'm trying to shape it. So when I do get ready to line it up, I'm already good to go. You know what I mean? I'm good to go on that part. So now I feel like I got it trimmed. So I'll start from the back and I'm gonna work the back of the beard, comb it down, work the back of the beard. You don't want to go too far in. You want to stay behind that cheekbone, jawbone. I don't know which bone that's called, but right there. You want to keep it right there, right there. You want to keep it right there, and you don't want to push it in too far. Men like to keep their beards wide, so if you're a female barber, make sure you keep it wide. We like to keep it wide. And me being having a beard myself, I understand the whole dynamics of it. But you see how short we got it. We got it clean. We got it looking good. It's already coming into play. The fade, the line. Man, we getting busy in this thing, man. That's what we do on this channel. We get busy, man. want to learn something, man, we get busy. Now, after you do that, just like I say, the same thing with the beard. Like I was saying on the lineup, on the edge up, you want to take your time with that also, because that's gonna complete this type of haircut. And you know, you can line this while you're on this side. You can line the back of the neck up. You know, you see how these clippers hit too, man. These clippers hit, and I'm applying minimal pressure to it because I'm already heavy-handed, so I got them where I don't have to apply too much pressure to them, but I know exactly how to make these hit. You know, while they're in my hand, I can take another pair of these, and as long as it's close to the settings that I got it, I can make them hit, because it's just a technique and an art that you learn over time that allows you to do it. So I didn't start off being great at lineups. I became great at lineups over time. Somebody might disagree and say I'm not that great with lineups, fine. But I feel like I am, so I am, right? So back to the beard. Right here, don't push down too far. Try to keep it as natural as possible. Like I say, visualize it. I want y'all to take a look at this beard. I'm not using enhancements on none of this haircut, no enhancements at all. But this beard is gonna come out short. And I didn't push them back. I didn't push them down too far. See, if you take your time, you're gonna get the results you want. You're gonna get them. You see this? Boom. That's how we do it. It's that easy. You know what I mean? If you take your time and you want to be great at lineups, you gotta want to be great at lineups to be great at it. You know what I mean? And you know, that's what I want. The message I want to get across to you today, that you have to want to be great at this. You know, at barbering, period. You know, at your craft. You know, your art, your talent. You have to want to be great. You know, it's a lot of stuff I did behind the scenes to get to the point to where I am. And you know, some people don't understand that or don't see that. They see you right now and be like, man, oh, he, you know, no, I put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? So I like to share the knowledge with you all on what I've done, you know, and how to achieve it faster than I did, you know, but you still have to put the practice in. But this is what you do on the haircut. I'm gonna flip it around to the other side. I'm gonna speed it up, let you see it, and then I'll come back for a brief second and explain a few more things to you, and then we'll be done.
It's another K-Town beat. It's another K-Town beat.
Yeah, once you got everything done, it's time to hit them with the razor. I use the little vitamin B ointment I got or whatever, so I use that to give me some guide. But you just pull the skin, make sure you stretch the skin. I know I don't use the razor a lot in my videos, but make sure you stretch the skin. You see the backhand stroke right there. Use the backhand stroke right there. And you come around, just do it. Take your time with it. Same. I use the razor typically just like I use the trimmer, and then I come back and I clean it. Boom, with the trimmer just to make sure it's straight. Boom, there we go. You see, you can see the light line right there. You probably be able to see it better on this side. But once I do it on this side, it's a little fuller on this side than it is on the opposite side. We do the same thing. We hit it, bring the razor, and we hit them up again. Stretch the skin, pull, stretch, down at an angle, just tapping it to sharpen it. See that? That's all we doing. But that's the end of the haircut. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.